Hello, I'm Howard, pastor of the Roseville New Church, and welcome to Spiritual Shorts. Today, I want to take a look at our spiritual journey, specifically the start of many of our spiritual journeys. And I want to do that by taking a really close look at some passages from the Lord's Word and reflect on God's persistent presence in our lives. Even for people who've never read the Word, the opening chapters of Genesis are relatively well known. For example, in chapter 1, it says, "The earth was formless and empty, and darkness covered the deep waters. And the Spirit of God hovered over the surface of the waters." These words are recognizable to many, even if you've never read the Bible. And one reason is because they echoed in space as they were part of the 1968 Christmas Eve message by the crew of Apollo 8, orbiting the moon. Now, if I asked you to illustrate God hovering over the surface of the waters with your hands, what would you do? I recently posed this question to a group, happened to be a group of mostly ministers, and most had a similar reaction. That was like this: the Lord hovering over the surface of the waters. And this image of God hovering reminds me of another passage, this one from John 3. "Look, I stand at the door and knock. If you hear my voice and open the door, I will come in and we will share a meal together as friends." Now, when reflecting on this, I don't imagine the Lord standing at my door like a regular visitor. Instead, I visualize the Lord consistently, persistently, and yet gently knocking, awaiting my response. There is a beautiful and enlightening quote from the Teachings for the New Church. It says, "The Lord is present with each and every human being. He exerts insistent pressure on us to receive Him." Insistent pressure on us to receive Him. Picture that. The hovering of God, pressing to be received by us. But if His pressing is like this, over the surface of a flat earth, He's pushing us away. Push on something flat, He will push it away. So how should we be viewing His hovering over the waters? Well, now here is where things get explosive, metaphorically speaking. I recently saw the Christopher Nolan movie Oppenheimer with my family. It depicts the Trinity test, where the world saw the first atomic bomb detonation. The sheer release of energy was initiated with explosives, forcing atoms together and releasing unparalleled energy. The explosives completely surrounded the plutonium that created the nuclear reaction. And in many ways, the Lord's pressure to be accepted by us feels like that. A continuous force aiming to break through our almost consistent defenses. Yet, unlike the atomic bomb, this pressure is filled with love, with patience, and the desire for connection. And for each of us, there are times that our resistance to that pressure wanes. And in those moments, the Lord can break through, releasing an immense amount of spiritual energy into our lives. So, let's be more receptive. Recognize the gentle yet persistent knocking and let in the spiritual energy that the Lord offers. Hey, thank you for joining me for this episode of Spiritual Shorts, and may God bless you. If this reflection resonated with you, please like, share, and subscribe for more Spiritual Shorts. Until next time, keep your doors and hearts open to the Lord.